Welcome to my channel. Oh, I don't know what that was, so I can't explain it. A whole new thing on my channel, so you came at the right time. I'm gonna be reviewing products from beauty brands, clothing, gadgets, anything you can think of. I'm gonna be doing it because I feel like I have a lot to say and my family doesn't want to just hear about it, so I thought I'd share it with the whole wide world and you be my audience. And I'm not the smartest person. I get A's and B's, but I have Google at my fingertips, so I'm trustworthy. This also fuels my shopping addiction and gets me more informed on like what I'm putting on my face and my scalp, and then also just like fueling my shopping addiction because we all love shopping, okay? It's not just me. With this series, I just want to get people more informed on a lot of beauty products because sometimes we just don't know what's inside them and we just go off people's opinions instead of the actual hardcore facts. Like, what's going on inside this little bottle here? I'm not sure, but we're about to find out. So obviously if I'm like playing with gadgets and stuff, there won't be that concept to it, but I'll still try and read you reviews and just get you the most informed as possible. So, if you have any ideas, drop it in the comments because I have a few, but like they're eventually gonna run out. So how the process will work for reviewing these is I'll just like look at the packaging, tell you my thoughts on it, if it's cheap, if it's blah blah blah, short and simple, and then we'll go on to the company for a little bit, just a little bit, because I personally care about the company behind the product. Sometimes the product's good enough that you don't really care about the company, but I still want to tell you a little bit about it. Then we're going to try it out, and then after that I will tell you the ingredients that are in it and my thoughts and whatever, and I'm leaving the ingredients for the end because some people just don't care about the ingredients, so you can still see if it works or not on my beautiful face and not have to stay for the ingredients part or skip over it or anything. So yeah, we're rating them out of 5 stars, and I hope this goes well, because this would be really fun to do, right? Before I start on the products, one more thing is either give this a like or dislike. I want to know if you actually enjoy these videos and if I should keep doing them and not wasting my money. I mean, I'm not wasting it. I enjoy these products, but... The first one that we have today is the Versed Baby Cheeks All-in-One Hydrating Milk, and this is $17.99 at Target, and it's the most expensive one out of the 3 of these. It's 4 full ounces, so it's not big, that's for sure. It's just plastic, but I do like that it's clear so I can actually see the product. It makes me more trusting. The only thing, the cap is pretty flimsy. Like, I feel like if I dropped it, it'd break right off. But I do like that there's a pump, so I don't have to just dump it onto my cotton pad. I can just bump it on there, you know? As for the company, the website is phenomenal for Versed. It's very clean, easy to find everything. It also has a skincare blog and just gives you tips and tricks. It is a little biased because it's going to recommend its brand for those things, but they do have some good tips on there. Also talks about how they care about the environment. For instance, their packaging is 92% recycled, and also their shipping methods are eco-friendly and create less CO2. And they also express a lot that they really care about their formula, and I really enjoyed looking at this company because they really do seem like they care about their product, so A+ for them. So now let's go try it. Try this out. Oh gosh. It doesn't like smell the nicest. It honestly does not smell that good. Like, I don't know what it smells like. I don't want to say chemicals because it doesn't smell like chemicals. It kind of just smells like what you think a facial thing would smell like. Does that make sense? But that doesn't mean it smells good. Like, it just smells like a facial thing, I guess. Feels good on my face though. I'm just rubbing it all over. and we're covered. Like it's everywhere. Now we're just gonna, at the moment, it feels really light and good. It is slightly sticky, but it's going away. My fingers are like kind of sticky to my face, but I would say overall this is like a good moisturizer. It's not like mind-blowing, like I don't feel like refreshed, but like I do feel good, like my pores don't feel clogged or anything, so it's like it's okay. It's not like mind-blowing. Next one that we are doing is this one. This is Formula 10.0.6 Turn Up the Heat Self-Warming Clay Mask with charcoal and ginger. It is $8.99 at Target, and both of these products right here are only online, but they're like the best sellers, or this one is like the most pricey for the brand, and this one's the best seller for the brand, and that's why I chose them. And this one really intrigued me as well. Because like self-warming mask, what? Hold up! Wait a minute. I'm sorry. As for the packaging itself, nothing special besides the fact that you can like squirt it on in your hand or your face, which I do appreciate because a lot of face masks are just like in a tub and you have to scoop it out, or you have to pay like $5 extra for a spatula thing so then you can scoop it out and slap it on your face, or you have to squeeze it out of like a little sheet. I don't know. I do appreciate this, but besides that, there's nothing crazy special about it. As for the company, the only thing that really intrigued me about it was that all of their products at least have like 2 natural ingredients in it, being fruits and roots and stuff, and I do really appreciate that about them, that they take the time to try and incorporate some nature-grown stuff. So, yeah, let's go try this one out, and I swear, the warming part of this, like, that's the whole thing. If that does not work, I'm gonna be so upset, but I'm really excited for this one as well. Okay, tell me why when I'm rubbing it in, it's actually warming up, like, oh my gosh. I mean, it does what it says it does. I'm gonna give them that. Oh, this is weird. Like, it's like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Like, it's actually warming up. Like, when it first hits your skin, it's like kind of cold, and then all of a sudden it's just like warm on your face. Like, what kind of sorcery is this? Obviously, it's not like a thick product. Like, I had a decent amount on my hand, and when I'm applying it, it's just like, it's very light. You'd have to put a lot on there for it to be thick. This is it after we've applied it. The only thing is, it's not as warm. Like, it's only really warm when you're rubbing it in, but like once it's on your face, it's like kind of warm, but really it's mainly when you're rubbing it in that it like reacts and stuff. It says to leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes. So I just washed off my mask and it came off really easily. It never fully dried, so that's what made it so easy. It probably like took 30 seconds to wash off. My skin feels pretty good. I'm having like a little irritation on my nose right here, but I don't know if it's exactly from the mask, but it's just, it hurt, like it's irritating. It hurts a little. But besides that, I feel pretty good. My face feels pretty good, so. This one I was also pretty excited about because of these bad boys right here. And these are actually called Tri-Touch applicators. I'm not smart enough to actually know that. I looked it up, so don't give me too much credit. But besides that, the packaging's pretty mediocre. It's really plain, if you can tell. There's just like a logo right there. And this is really it. This is the only cool part about it, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, I've never seen this before. It makes a lot of sense, like it gets right down in your scalp. So props to them for coming up with that. As for the company, the only thing it really has going for them is it was created by American actress Tara G. I might be saying that wrong. Henson. I know her. I've seen her in movies. I'm just not the craziest fan. Like, I don't follow her or anything. But it was created by her. And that's pretty much it. Like, she says, like, oh, everyone should have the healthiest hair possible. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, there's nothing crazy about the company. That's really cool. So, that's it. So, let's try this out. I'm excited. Okay, I'm about to use the Master Cleanse. And yes, I'm in a swimming suit. I just got out of the pool, so I need to wash my hair, and that's gonna be a perfect thing to do it. I'm not gonna record it because I'm gonna be in the shower, but I will tell you about it afterwards and if it's worth it or not. So let's give this video a try. So it is a lot later in the day. It's literally dark outside, but I wanted to share with you before I went to bed so it's fresh in my mind. I did go to work, and I think it was honestly good to wait a while until I reviewed this product just because it gave me more of an idea. So when I was in the shower and I put it in my scalp, the product was, I thought it was just gonna pour out of these things, but I had to like, drench, like it was a lot of work getting it all over me. It was really annoying, but it was really cool on my scalp. Honestly though, that's the only positive thing I have to say about it, that it was cool on my scalp. It was weird how cool it was on my scalp, but besides that, I hated everything about the product. The smell was so intense that I felt like I couldn't breathe, but I am kind of sensitive to smell. But the smell also just overrided all my other like shampoo and conditioner smells, and even at work I could smell it. Like, I wasn't even like this, like I'd just be like this and I could smell it, and I freaking hated it. Going on to, like, by the time I got to work, I was working and my scalp was like itchy, like all like in different places. Never had that happen to me before, and I'd have to assume it's from the product. And so yeah, it definitely irritated my scalp, and I feel like it did more harm than good. If I have to be honest, I'm not that enthused with the product, and I wouldn't recommend it. I returned it. I literally, because Target has a pretty flexible return policy, and since I only used it once, I returned that puppy and I got something else because it's not worth your money at all. So please don't buy it. Getting into the ingredients of Baby Cheeks, it clearly states in this white box right here that it is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, dye-free, no parabens, which is a preservative that isn't supposed to be good for you, no silicones, which is made from sand and is hyperallergenic and not good for sensitive skin, no sulfates, no petroleum, and no mineral oil. When I heard mineral oil, I was like, shouldn't mineral oil be good for you? But apparently it locks in moisture and clogs your pores. So getting into the nitty gritty of the ingredients, one ingredient that I found is Miss Google is gonna help me pronounce them because they're big and I can't pronounce things, okay?
Propandial,
which helps to keep water in your skin, fun fact. And then also has been an effective way to soothing and healing dry skin. It also includes fatty acids from coconuts and canola oil, and I found mixed reviews if it's good for your skin or not, so I couldn't really come to a conclusion, so take that as you will. One ingredient that I did find is called Disodium EDTA. It helps to keep products from changing pH, texture, odor, and it is a preservative, but it's the best preservative out there for skincare products, so it's not amazing. It basically doesn't absorb well into your skin, but it doesn't cause any like irritation, so it's the best one out there apparently. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the ingredients on this guy. It has a lot of good ingredients in it, and like I couldn't find any bad ingredients except for that preservative, and maybe those fatty acids. That's pretty much it. Everything else looks a-okay, and I honestly really like this guy. I'm giving it honestly a 4.5. Okay, getting into that nitty-gritty ingredients. Ingredients-wise, this one did not say anywhere on it that it's vegan or anything like that. One thing I do want to say about names on products, don't let them scare you. There's been so many times that they've like surprised me, and they're things that I actually know. They just put like a fancy name on it or something. So don't let them scare you, just look them up and it might surprise you. I'm not gonna say the names of the ingredients because that's just not needed, but there is ingredients in there to improve texture of your skin and moisturize. Then Zeolite is an ingredient used to treat acne and clear blackheads. So if you ever see that in any of your acne products, it is a good ingredient. Don't worry about it. It's a-okay. Nextly, we have kaolin, which is a clay to cleanse and exfoliate dead skin used to balance oil production. So there's actual clay in this. How cool. And then after that, we have propylene glycol. It's supposed to help from melting or freezing a product, so it's a preservative. But it's a strong skin irritant and from rashes to damaging of skin cells. This product does have PGS, which the other one said it did not. And this is typically not harmful, but it creates a lot of pollution. To create it, there's a lot of pollution, so that's probably why this one didn't do it, because they're eco-friendly, but it's not harmful in any way. And then there's charcoal powder in here, and there is some fragrance. The reason in some products that it says there's no fragrance is fragrance is actually pretty bad for your skin. It can irritate it all the way up to even causing skin cancers in some situations. It's just not good to have in your daily skincare products. For things like this where you're like using it like 2 or 3 times a week, I don't think it's as big of a deal. But if you're using something daily, I do recommend getting something with no fragrance in it. And this one doesn't have a lot either, so it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, for this product, I would probably give it a 3.5. Just because the product's good, but I don't know, it was a little bit irritating at the end on my nose. And also, I guess the reason I gave this one more is just I really like the company, and that's what persuaded me so much. And just also seeing all the great ingredients, I was just like over the moon. But this one is just like, it has good ingredients, it's not the worst, and it's a really cool product. Now I'm like second guessing myself. Do I want to give it a 4? I'm going to give it a 4 because it actually works just as it says. Yeah, we're giving it a 4. This is a 4. Let's get into the ingredients of this. The ingredients really disappointed me. Like, I was so excited for this product. It worked decently, but like the ingredients makes me not want to use it at all, which is sad. Like, you know, I pay for it. Moving into the ingredients, this clearly states, first it says infused with witch hazel water, eucalyptus oil, and tea tree oil. And then also in bold text it says it's vegan, cruelty-free, SLS-free, which I was like, hold up, what is that? It's sodium lauryl sulfate, and it strips natural oils. We're gonna need help from Google on this one. Valley free, and that, sorry, I lost my place, is a fragrance known to affect reproductive system. It's also paraben free, which is that, what's it called? Preservative. That preservative I was talking about, and then also mineral oil free. Getting into the little ingredients on the back. Different ingredients in here, but the effects for them is to reduce static, moisturize, give you silky hair, cooling, and scalp stimulating effects. The only two that I had problems with, but they're pretty significant problems, is
phenoxyethanol.
a preservative and irritant to skin, eyes, and lungs, and the FDA even recommends against it. And then there's also
Benzalkonium chloride,
which is also preservative, and it's bad for people with severe skin conditions. So if you don't have skin conditions, but in general, like, you should be careful. Must be something happening there. So, I mean, the first ingredient that was bad, it's like, it's on my head. Like, it's on my head, close to my eyes, and you're telling me that it's, like, an irritant to my eyes, and also skin? Like, my scalp is skin. I don't know. Some of the ingredients in here are just, like, not here for it. And then also, there was 2 different ingredients in here that are fragrance. One of them straight out just saying it was perfume. So I'm also not thrilled about that. So the ingredients in here, like, there's some natural stuff. Like, it states, 1, that there's water in it, and 2, it says Himalayas, Virginia, witch hazel, water. I'm like, cool. There's also mint, but like, these ingredients are just not here for it. No, I'm not putting that on my scalp. I want the best. I mean, it is $11.99, but I don't. I'm gonna give this like a 2, just cause it kind of worked and the packaging's kind of cool and intriguing. Props to them for that. Besides that, no. I mean, it's cheap, but no. I don't suggest this one. These 2, though, I do suggest, and you guys should really check them out. They're great. I love them. They're awesome. Like, I'll probably find another moisturizer. I love this one and all, but it's just not giving me what I want. But it's a great product for a cheap-ish, I guess, price. So, we're all done. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it and just researching all the stuff that I didn't ever know before. I feel so much more informed, and I feel like the next video I'm gonna be 10 times even more informed. And that's only because of you guys. So if you want to keep seeing them, remember to hit that like or dislike if you don't want to see them anymore. But I enjoyed it, and you know, that shopping addiction is real. You guys really need to help me out in finding reasons to continue to act on it. So, yeah, I found all these resources from credible sources, no Wikipedia, I promise. And I'm excited to share this all with you. I hope you're making more educated decisions because of this video and not just willy-nilly decisions based on people's personal opinions. But, you know, I guess it's whatever. Have a great day. Bye.